Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to tell you about one of the cameras that I have that I use primarily for video. It's a really good photo camera, but it's actually the better of my two for video, and so that's what I use it for. In fact, it's what I'm recording this vlog and every vlog so far on. So it is the Canon EOS M50. It's a mirrorless camera. It's really, really small and compact, so it's easy to carry and travel with. So some specs on it: it is a 24 megapixel camera, so pictures come out to 6,000 pixels on the horizontal, and then, or the long side if you do portrait mode, and then the short side comes out to be about 3,300 pixels, a little under 4,000, so it's about 24 megapixels. It can shoot in RAW, which is great for photography, lets you do a lot more editing and manipulation there. Like I said, it's really small in the hands, it's really light, so it's easy to carry. It has a flip out screen, which is super handy. It's what I use while I'm filming to check whether I'm in focus or properly exposed. One of the best features that it has is continuous autofocus. That's what lets me move out of frame over here and then come back and still be in focus. It can track my face pretty well, better than my other camera, so that's why I use this for video. It can also shoot in 4K. Now, the M50 is a crop sensor lens. What that basically means is the size of the sensor that receives the light and takes the picture is a bit smaller than a full frame sensor, and so a standard lens, an EF-M lens, will crop 1.6 times. So my 15 millimeter to 45 millimeter lens that's currently on the camera is actually effectively a 24 to about 70 millimeter lens, which is still a good length. You just have to keep that in mind if you're thinking if you're really good and you think I need 15 millimeters, you're not going to get it with this camera because it's a crop sensor. It can shoot at a high frame rate. It can shoot in full high definition, 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames per second to do a little bit of slow-mo, which is great and handy. It can also shoot in 4K, which is one of the things I like most about it. It's a little tricky to get set up if you get one and want to learn how to set it up, let me know in the comments below. The thing about the 4K though is that it crops 2.56 times because it takes that 1.6 crop factor and then it crops it in even more. So effectively my 15 to 45 lens is now a 38 to 100 lens, something like that, 110. It's really handy if you have the distance to scoot the camera back and the means to light your subject properly. I've noticed it does get a little pixely and a little noisy when you crop in editing from that 4K to 1080 to zoom in, but that's just part of how cameras are. You could theoretically get the M50 for about $650 with the 15 to 45 millimeter lens. It's a great deal if you want to get started in photography or video. It is a great starter camera for that. You won't find many cameras that at that price point that are that flexible. The only issue being that it's out of stock almost everywhere. I would check B&H Photo, bhphoto.com. I would check Adorama, ADORAMA.com. Those are my two go-to sites to purchase and look at camera gear. I love them. They sell used stuff. They sell new stuff. So you might be able to find one used for $500-ish, but you can get it fairly cheaply. But that is the one camera that I use for video. It is so good. I can't think of anything else really relevant about it. So if you have any questions about the Canon M50 or photography or video, anything you want me to teach, let me know in the comments below. And next Friday, I'll talk about my other camera, the Canon EOS 6D. It's a much bigger camera, but on Tuesday, look forward to hearing more about a show that I recently finished. So recently I finished Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. It's an anime. I finished Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and then just last night I've watched the Crisis on Infinite Earths by the CW. So I'm going to start with Kimetsu no Yaiba, and then I'll probably the next several weeks go through those other two and let you know my thoughts on them. If you have any other TV shows you want me to watch, movies you want me to watch and review, my audience tends to love those. Those seem to get the highest number of views. So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any other ideas or questions, drop them below. Message me on Instagram at Mr. Tibbles93, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.